Alright, welcome back to LiveWire Film Reviews. This is Ray Gonzalez, and here with me is Peter Mann.
What's up?
Another week, another summer week, and today we're going to review two different movies. Let's go into the first one, and it's Inside Out from Disney and Pixar. They took the year off last year. After, what was the last one? Yeah, after the last one, Monsters University.
Oh.
Monsters University, and then you did? It's good. It's good. I liked it a lot. There was this movie that was supposed to come out last year called The Good Dinosaur that I apparently started having a whole bunch of trouble. They decided to fire the director and get him replaced, and fire half the cast and get them replaced. So now they're moving it, and they moved it to November of this year. I'm sure you saw the preview.
I think I saw some promo on poster.
Yeah. No? Wow. The only person I know is Frances McDormand.
Oh, nice.
So
I
I heard that John Lithgow was gonna be one of the voices, but then I don't know if he got replaced or not. So we'll see. But other than that, Pixar is known for having top quality, top caliber films. They're not even considered animated films. They're top films. It's always, whenever a movie drops from Pixar, it's at the top of the list.
Guaranteed
best film.
Oscar for best animation film that year. So.
And everybody always argues that they also should be nominated for Best Picture, which I'm last time I checked, I think WALL-E and Up got nominated for Best Picture.
Because I forgot they expanded on the Best Picture. There's more than there's 10.
Which I hear that they're gonna decrease it now back to 5.
Okay, this is too much going on in the pool. You can't how are you gonna decipher Best Picture among 10?
Well,
films?
they try to make it so it's fair for everybody, but at the same time
It's like putting everything in the kitchen sink though.
Yeah.
Hey,
and then they'll nominate
let's give this one a
something.
chance.
They'll nominate a really shitty movie, I don't know where The Blind Side gets nominated.
But it won. No,
She won. Thank God that movie didn't win. Jeez. But as of recent, a lot of people have been mad with Pixar. They are not mad, but disappointed. Not their recent movies are terrible, but
the last two were kind of less than stellar from their standards, I guess.
Yeah, that's the biggest issue, that their standard is always up here.
They wanted a top quality animated film with a lot of motion. You got a lot of things to grapple with, especially when Up came out. The first 5 minutes just hits you.
Yeah, that's true.
It hits you, and then when you come out with, Brave, which does a little bit of the same, but not as much, or when you revisit Monsters Inc. with Monsters University, it's just not that.
It's not as much. I will say that Monsters University.
Depth.
Well, you'd be surprised. Monsters University wasn't.
Monsters University.
Yeah, Monsters University wasn't one of those. I would consider it the turn of the tide for these mediocre movies. Okay, now they're getting back good again. It's not great yet, but it's top. It's getting back.
Cars 2.
It's. I think that's when Pixar really hit that roadblock. As soon as Cars dropped, Cars 1, I was like, man, this movie's really not that good, but I'm gonna let it slide. Then Cars 2 dropped, and you go, fuck, man, this shit is.
Can we trust Pixar to do their job? No, I to be honest, the first Cars wasn't that bad. It wasn't as good as other Pixar films before. But it wasn't that bad. I deliberately skipped Cars 2 because I just didn't want to see Mater again.
White people love Mater, though.
I guess.
White people love that Mater. Love that trailer trash talk.
They like that hit talk.
Yeah, they do.
We're getting kind of racist.
It's all right. That's not racist. I'm not the one who made Mater. I'm not the one who made Mater. It's not racist. I'm not the one who hired Larry the Cable Guy. Okay? So, it's not my fault. Blame Pixar for that.
Way to play on the stereotypes.
But I found Cars 1 boring as hell. Like, I had to watch it 3 times to make it through the whole thing.
Oh, really?
For the first time. The second one, I found it unbearable because it's a whole movie about Mater. I can't stand Mater.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm in that group that I cannot stand it. Kids love them. White people love them.
Compare Cars 2 to the last 2 films, which was Brave and Monsters University. You're just like,
Cars 2 is the bottom of the bottom.
Okay.
Like, it's the bottom of the barrel. It's trash. To me, it's trash. It's like, it's not to the point that I'm willing to go watch Ice Age.
Is it?
Like, but
I don't. DreamWorks.
Yeah.
Surprised me.
I know. Out of nowhere, I'm like, well, you know what? How to Train Your Dragon is pretty damn good.
Yeah.
Like,
they might be onto something.
Yeah, exactly. And I was really hoping for Brave to be something special when it came out, and then when I found out, I was disappointed too because it started off strong. Then I found out that it just turned into Brother Bear, and I was just like,
We've seen this before.
Yeah, and
it's kind of similar with the storyline.
Yeah, and it was just the animation's all nice and it's all fun.
I think we're getting off track here, aren't we? Supposed to be reviewing
yeah, well,
Inside Out?
we review on Pixar in general because here comes Inside Out, and out of nowhere, they said, fuck all that shit, we're back on top. It's time to show these Kung Fu pandas and these dragons and these, like, aliens from, trying to make it home, trying to tell them what's up, Like, it's time to show what the Pixar brain trust can do, and I think they came up with something that's so special. I think it's
considered a new classic, I think.
On par with Toy Story, the Toy Story trilogy, and I think it's going to be one of the best, hard-to-top animated movies for a long time to come.
The bar for the new animated films, features that are going to come out. Is any more this year?
I'm sure.
Blowing out, Inside Out basically will blow it out the water. But
everything.
It sets the bar now for Pixar, taking it there emotionally, because this movie just grapples with a whole bunch of different ideas that work.
Yeah, and I hear that the idea is not I'm not familiar with it, but that it's not as original per se, wink wink, because like there's been a TV show like in the 80s or so about like people that live inside a brain and talk, like control the emotions of a person. So this is not like the first time this has ever been done. But this is
Osmosis Jones too.
And Osmosis Jones as well, yeah.
People tend to forget about that. It actually isn't it Farley Brothers? That's actually one of their like decent films.
You think so?
Well, compared to the stuff that they've been doing now.
Well, compared to the Three Stooges.
Three Stooges, Thanks for Dumb and Dumber 2, which was really, really terrible.
Well, let's not get into that trash.
Yeah.
So, this movie, I don't know where it takes things, like, it's an extremely simple story. If you really think about it, it's about this little girl named Riley who has a great life. She has a great relationship with her parents. And then she finds out that she has to move from Minnesota to San Francisco. And
big difference in weather.
And she's difference in everything.
Yeah.
The difference, just a completely different lifestyle.
Yeah.
And she's trying to deal with it emotionally and trying to cope. That's really the whole plot of the film, but we don't see it in the perspective of Riley. We see it in the perspective of her emotions inside her head, played by Amy Poehler, whose voice is joy.
Mm-hmm.
Bill Hader's fear. Louis Black is anger. Mindy Kaling is disgust, and Phyllis Smith is sadness. A lot of people don't know about Phyllis Smith.
And I forgot that she was that lady that wore the glasses.
Phyllis. She's Phyllis.
In The Office.
Not a lot of original names in The Office,
Sorry, hold on. Hello?
Wait.
You're kidding. Stall for me. I'll be right there. The investor's supposed to show up on Thursday, not today. I gotta go.
It's okay. We get it.
You're the best. Thanks, hon. See you, sweetie.
Dad just left us.
Oh, he doesn't love us anymore. That's sad. I should drive, right? Joy, what are you doing?
Just give me 1 second. You know what I've realized? Riley hasn't had lunch, remember?
Hey, I saw a pizza place down the street. Maybe we could try that.
Pizza sounds delicious.
Pizza?
Yes,
Great,
pizza.
that's good.
What the heck is
Who
that?
puts broccoli on pizza?
That's it. I'm done.
Congratulations, San Francisco. You've ruined pizza. First the Hawaiians, and now you.
But they really pulled something special here that
And I think she shines too. Like,
yeah.
Her playing sadness.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Amy Poehler's gonna do her thing, but I was surprised with her character.
Yeah. It was very, because the story really goes into joy and sadness.
Yeah,
and they're kind of at odds with each other. Sadness doesn't know that, but joy is obviously at odds with sadness because she's joyful. Sadness is sad. Exactly.
First day of school, very, very exciting. I was up late last night figuring out a new plan. Here it is, fear. I need a list of all the possible negative outcomes on the first day at a new school.
Way ahead of you there. Does anyone know how to spell meteor?
Disgust. Make sure Riley stands out today, but also blends in.
When I'm through, Riley will look so good, the other kids will look at their own outfits and barf.
Joy. Yes, Joy. You'll be in charge of the console, keeping Riley happy all day long. And may I add, I love your dress. It's adorable. Oh, this whole thing? Thank you so much. I love the way it twirls. Train of thought, right on schedule. Anger, unload the daydreams. I ordered extra in case things get slow in class.
Might come in handy if this new school is full of boring, useless classes, which it probably will be.
Oh, sadness. I have a super important job just for you.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Follow me.
What are you doing?
And there. Perfect. This is the circle of sadness. Your job is to make sure that all the sadness stays inside of it.
When sadness starts messing with certain memories while they're trying to cope with Riley's emotions and how she's feeling, they get sent out of like the main office in the brain.
The headquarters.
See,
Very
so
smart
fucking
stuff.
smart shit.
Very smart stuff.
Like this shit going all the way over my head. I'm just,
Headquarters.
you know.
Get it?
You know, they got that one train, the train of thought, and I'm like,
right.
Holy shit,
Abstract thought.
That's how it is in my brain, yo.
Anyway, these are Riley's memories, and they're mostly happy, you'll notice, not to brag. But the really important ones are over here. I don't want to get too technical, but these are called core memories. Each one came from a super important time in Riley's life. Like when she first scored a goal. Oh, that was so amazing.
Look at that. Very nice.
And each core memory powers a different aspect of Riley's personality. Like Hockey Island. Goofball Island is my personal favorite.
Come back here, you little monkey.
Yep, Goofball is the best.
Like I can imagine like fucking people that are high just watching this like, holy shit, man.
Yeah.
This is exactly what I thought it would be.
Our different characteristics are in the form of like lands,
Mm-hmm.
or you know.
And then, so they get out of headquarters and they have to find a way to make it home in time to fix everything because Joy's the one who really knows how to keep everything in control.
Yeah, she's like the main one.
And in headquarters, it's up to fear, anger, and disgust to keep things together, and they are falling apart right off the bat.
Wait, Joy, you could get lost in there.
Think positive.
Okay, I'm positive you will get lost in there. That's long-term memory, an endless warren of corridors and shelves. I read about it in the manuals.
The manuals? The manuals! You read the manuals!
Yeah,
So you know the way back to headquarters.
I guess.
You are my map. Let's go. Lead on, mind map. Show me where we're going.
Okay, only I'm too sad to walk. Just give me a few hours. Oh!
Which way? Left?
Right. No, I mean go left. I said left was right, like correct.
Okay.
This actually feels kind of nice.
Okay, here we go. We'll be back to headquarters before morning. We can do it. This'll be easy. This is working.
Yeah, man, that's really the story, but there's so much beauty and so much adventure and so much fun and emotion, like that I was just swept away. Then they Joy and Sadness, who really have great chemistry. Amy Poehler and Phyllis Smith have amazing chemistry. I mean, I think everybody was fantastic. I think this.
Oh yeah, like the other emotions, Bill Hader played good as fear.
I was actually skeptical about Lewis Black as anger. I mean, it works because you know Lewis Black is that kind of guy, and I'm like
that kind of comedian.
Or Bill Hader as fear, and I think to myself, like when I'm about to watch it, man, this seems like they're gonna be annoying. Like it's gonna be these annoying little characters, kind of like John Leguizamo in Ice Age. But no, man, they work beautifully. Like, and the script is so on point.
Yeah.
Like the jokes hit, the emotions hit, everything just
works.
That I really like. I have to give a hand to Pete Docter. Pete Docter, you brought it back, baby. I love you.
Yeah.
I love you, my God.
I was a fan since, with his contribution with Up.
Yeah. He directed that one. That's right. That's right.
That came with it with emotion. So Inside Out just came with it like 10 times harder.
Let me ask you, when the movie started, did you get like a little thank you message?
Yeah, no, he had introduced his own film.
I felt so
He's
special.
Like, thank you for making me money.
I know, like I felt
it wasn't like that though. But
I felt so good about myself. Like he's like, we wouldn't be able to make movies.
Pixar wouldn't be here without you.
I was like, oh,
thank you.
He gets it. He gets me.
Yeah,
I felt so good.
That was worth the mission price alone.
I know. That was like the first tear that I got in the movie.
Him, he must be a father. Happy Father's Day, man.
Exactly. Happy Father's Day. Oh, by the way, happy Father's Day to you too, man.
Thank you.
First happy Father's Day.
Father's Day officially as a father.
How's it feel?
It was great, man, and
lots of emotions.
It was a lot of emotions.
Yeah.
With me and with him in the theater. Because it was my son's first movie.
Oh man!
And he was so with it in the beginning of the film.
Okay.
I mean, captivating. Talk about like captivating the hearts of children. He was so with it on point. But as a 6-month, he's going to turn 6 months this week.
Right.
He got restless towards the end of the film, so me and Cynthia
impatient. Too many emotions to
we turned on our emotions in our head. We gave him a straw, and he was content with that. So
okay, there you go.
And and that wrote out for the rest of the film. But no, it was really good. I just felt like the kids in the theaters were rooting for all the emotions and felt the emotions of each character. Because each voice actor really brought it with their characters. Amy Poehler, obviously, Phyllis Smith, again, was by far like my favorite.
And there's a lot of surprises in this film. That like the previews, they make you think that like usually trailers tend to give you everything off the bat, and you kind of can see everything coming. Like Pixar was smart enough to keep the good stuff hidden. They didn't show you the surprises that they had there. I mean, there's even a main character, Riley's imaginary friend, that goes by the name of Bing Bong. They're like no promo
was for this character. You don't see him until you actually see the film.
Right, and I was so thankful for that. You don't get to see surprises.
He's such a colorful character that I'm surprised Pixar didn't run with it as far as doing,
it's never too late.
Maybe a short film on Bing Bong,
Oh, the Blu-ray comes out. Bing Bong's adventure to Bing Bong Land. Bing Bong's Ding Dong. Anything can happen. Exactly. Like, it's one of those Easter eggs you find in the Blu-ray. Like, hey, what's this? That looks kind of like a penis.
Yeah.
Short films. But yeah, man.
Speaking of short films, did you like
the lava?
Lava?
Yeah, I did.
It was. What was nice about it? It was sing song. Like it was like you got to learn this lyrics because it's catchy and it's kind of like repetitive, but like at the end result you get
I lava you. It was nice. It was nice. I don't think I've ever had seen a weak short film from them.
Oh yeah.
Like ever. I don't think. I can't remember.
With their feature films and their short animated films, Pixar just brings it. Like,
so, to me right now, I know Pixar's gonna get the best animated Oscar for this one. Like the only thing, it's the only competition that Pixar has is Pixar, and that's if The Good Dinosaur can live up to the expectations of this one.
Oh, because it's dropping this year too.
Yeah, November. It's Oscar season.
Okay.
So, but really, this is the one. This is the one. I barely seen anything about The Good Dinosaur. I saw like a little teaser trailer, but I can tell you right now, it's not gonna match up to Inside Out. Nothing will ever match Inside Out this year.
Yeah. And
this is most definitely, in my opinion, the best film next to Mad Max of the year. Mm-hmm. Like we found it. We've been waiting.
The summer animated films goes to Inside Out.
Yeah, and it's not just animated, just full on film. Just full on film. Mm-hmm. I can't see a movie like Jurassic World was cool, but it wasn't great. Avengers was cool, it wasn't that great. Mm-hmm. I haven't seen a movie other than Mad Max that I go, whoa, now this was it.
Yeah.
And this one was it.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna, enough praise, man. Like, get ready to cry. But this one, full on 5 stars. My first, is this? Did I? No, this is my second. I think because I think
you gave it up to Mad Max.
Yeah. Right? So this is full on 5-star classic.
Just like.
Just roll out.
Classic. New classic for Pixar.
Time. Exactly.
Way to step it up and set the bar for more Pixar.
Thank you. It's just beautiful.
Let's just give it up to Pete Docter again.
Yeah, man. I love you, man. Pete, hit me up, man. Yeah. I love you, baby. You did it again, man. You made me cry in the theater again, baby.
Yeah. Woo-hoo-hoo. Yeah, so I'm gonna agree with you, and I'm gonna give it a full-fledged 5 stars because I don't see any flaw.
The only question that I have is how many times you gonna see this movie? That's the question that I got.
Yeah, no, I mean, I'd love to go see it again. For those that just love animated films, but especially Pixar, if you love Toy Story, if you love Up, if you love, the many Pixar classics that we know, then just add this one to the collection. Run to Best Buy, Target, any retail store.
I'm a pre-order my, I'm a pre-order my Blu-ray 3D.
Run to the stores and pick this up when it drops on Blu-ray. Because I loved it. Like, I loved every single minute, every idea that was thrown just worked like
beautifully.
Yeah,
beautifully.
Speechless.
This movie left me. Toy Story 3 actually was the only Pixar movie that I've teared up in Pixar movies before.
Don't even get me started,
I've teared up in Pixar movies before, but Toy Story 3, and it still holds the title. That ending in Toy Story 3.
Bruh, I was just about to say that. I've been talking to people about Toy Story 3 and what the ending does. The ending
still holds the title though.
Yeah, heck yeah.
Yeah, but because it was the only movie for me that made me like teary-eyed and still emotional.
Teary-eyed. I was bawling, man. Like, I still bawl.
But I was all the way, my whole drive home, I was teared up, just emotional.
I'm there with you, man.
The chick that I was with at the time was just like, "Are you all right?" And I was like, "I can't talk because if I talk right now,
I'm gonna
lose it.
You know what I think? What do you got? I think it's because you and me when the first Toy Story came out, I think we were around the same age of the main character, Andy. So, as we progressed to Toy Story 2, which was also a great film, and then it's final. Well, not final because we know Toy Story 4 is going to be in development, but Toy Story 3, to me, did it come out in 2010? Can we confirm that? I want to say
2010. I think so. Let me
confirm that because I want to lay some parallel for you.
It came out in 2010. Yeah, 2010.
Okay. 2010. I graduated from Cal State Long Beach. Andy is going away to college, and so the end of the film
some Inception
to me,
shit right here.
End of the film to me was just. It was a staple for me as far as me being an adult. Now that I'm graduating from college, you know, at the end of the film, I'm sure anybody that's listening to it has seen the film and knows its effect. But Andy gives away his prized possessions, which are his toys.
You know what, man? I don't.
Woody,
stop, man.
Doesn't want to give it away.
Stop,
He's
man.
even hesitant. Like, that's mine. You know, like.
What are you doing?
So that ending gets to me only because Andy is the same age or around the same age as I am. And so when we get the ending of Toy Story 3, it's almost like we gotta give away our toys because now we're grown-ups. You know, some of us have. My wife gave birth to our son last Christmas. And so that ending to me was just like, you know, it's time to grow up and give away your toys. And that was just the message that Toy Story 3, you know.
It's time to move on to the next step in your life.
Yeah, exactly.
Until Toy Story 4 comes out and then they say, come back.
Yeah.
Come back. We like the kids having a garage sale and Andy comes back
I can't let you all go.
He comes back as a drug addict.
Worth too much to me.
He's like, oh my
emotionally and financially.
He's like
a collector's item.
Yeah, he's like a drug addict that dropped out of high school. Like, my Woody, I need my Woody, I need my friends. Yeah. Oh my god. Toy Story 3 still holds that title, but Inside Out to me was what like the closest thing to it, because when I got out I was still very emotional.
Yeah.
And I was still very, you know, like just thinking about the movie. I actually spent the whole day thinking about the movie. So, you know, like I said, it's a top notch. It's a big win for Pixar.
Yeah.
It's a big win for Pixar.
Definitely.
So yeah, and left me on a high.
Yeah.
But you know what they say, all highs always have to come down, and then we hit rock bottom.
Are we going into the next film? Are we segueing? That was a nice. Can I just say that was a nice segue?
Yeah, it is. Yeah, I'm glad you noticed.
So the next film, I'm gonna go ahead and announce the next film that we're reviewing, and that is the new film, Dope.
AKA false advertisement.
AKA false advertisement. To some extent.
No.
Because I know that you hated this film.
Full on fucking extent. Like,
to me, it was disappointing. But I had some love for it. You know, this is the new film by Rick Fumiyawa. He's the guy that wrote and directed The Wood.
Another overrated movie.
Also near dear to my heart because The Wood, that's my shit. All right.
Yeah.
He's also the director of Brown Sugar.
Now there we go. That's what I'm talking about.
That's your film.
That's a good movie.
That's a good movie.
That's a great romantic film set around the world of hip hop. Now that one I vouch over again and again because it has great writing, great acting, and the directing's not all over the place, but it's nice and simple and it's focused.
Let's go back to The Wood. You're saying that movie's just, it's good, but it's flawed. And Brown Sugar really perfects what the shortcomings of what The Wood was.
Yeah, you could say that.
Okay.
You could say that. Now here's one thing I can tell you. Well, why don't you go and tell the plot for Dope before we go in?
Okay.
Because
so basically,
I got some shit. I got some shit that I was just driving and I thought about it and I was like, God, I'm so good.
Okay. So we are introduced to this this high school student named Malcolm Adekambi from the Bottoms. He lives in Inglewood, California, with his friends Jib and Diggy, and the three actors that play them are Shameik Moore as Malcolm.
Have you seen him in anything? Have you seen him in anything? Shameik Moore, have you seen him in?
No, I don't think I've seen him in anything.
Yeah, me neither.
Research, but he was the star of the film. If anything, if you take away anything from this film, he was the star of the film. And then Tony Revolori is Jim, and he was the cat from Grand Budapest.
And here's a fun fact. That episode of Entourage when they were filming Medellin and they shoot that scene where like he's like playing soccer, you know, Vince is dressed up as Pablo Escobar.
No.
And he's a little kid.
He's a little kid.
He's a little kid, yeah.
Is this full Hispanic?
You know what? I can't say. I don't know what the film.
Because even characters in this film speculate if he's Hispanic or just.
I don't know. But
he's a little kid that
he looked Indian to me when I saw. Yeah, so.
Dang, fun fact to hit me up with. Okay, so these three friends who are not your stereotypical thugs in the ghetto. These are straight A students. You can almost say they're the nerds of the Bottoms.
He's Guatemalan.
Nice.
He's Guatemalan. Okay. He's one of us.
Okay, nice.
He's Hispanic. Okay.
So then, these three kids, they're the outcasts of their school.
Malcolm lives in Inglewood, California, in the Darby-Dixon neighborhood referred to as the Bottoms. You drew a picture on my morning, but you couldn't make my day. Hey. I'm rocking in your unit, but you never look my way. Hey. I'm licking down your darling in every single way. Hey. You're funny for it's foreign, and the green card's on the way. This ain't got nothing to do with shampoo, but watch your head and shoulder. Brother, older, bold enough to fold you, yo, I told ya. Afraid of what I made and played and plus a funky fit, so say you flipped and trick. Put that music in the monkey bit. Triggers from the group. Malcolm's friends, Jib and Diggy, are also geeks.
Yo. All I want to do is a zoom, 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 and a boom, boom.
Word. They get invited to a drug dealer's party, and the drug dealer is named Dom, played, I think, to give some movie some love, because this movie is getting so much love, and I think you agree with me, getting way too much hype. But I give it up to my man ASAP Rocky.
He was fine.
He was cool.
He was good.
He had fun with his character of the drug dealer named Dom. Kind of lighthearted, but knew how to be hard.
Right.
When it came down
to it. He was fine. It's just you know.
And then along for the ride is Zoe Kravitz. She plays Nakia. Was that her name?
Yeah.
I'm only reading this off.
She plays the chick from Boys in the Hood.
So she plays the main love interest for the main character. But these three kids get into some shit when the party goes haywire.
Right.
And ASAP Rocky's character Dom gives a bag of heroin and a gun to the main character Malcolm, and it's basically up to his disposal of what he's gonna do with it.
He's got to try to get rid of it.
And the shenanigans that comes with it, because there's a bunch of things that happen right in the turn of events when the bag is in his possession. Because you got some like thug bloods, you know, like coming after them, knowing what's in the contents of the bag, the backpack. And they're after them, and then you get like these rich, spoiled kids that live, I don't know, on the upper side of the city.
You're already confused because there's so much going on with this movie.
Yeah, you know what? When he gets this bag of heroin and guns, the movie just kind of gets it's kind of falls apart because it
crashes and burns.
What it does, it gives you a bunch of ideas that in some aspect work, in some aspect don't work. A lot of times they don't work. And like Ray was saying, like you were saying that this movie was trying to be a Tarantino flick.
This movie tried to be Boys in the Hood.
Okay, because of its setting.
The Wood.
Because Tarantino, we got a character that reprises his role, Stacy.
No, but I'll tell you. I'll tell you though. I'll tell you. Yeah. Because of Stacy. Because of Stacy, you could say this is a spin-off / sequel to The Wood.
Okay.
Because
of where it's setting, and then the character comes back. Okay.
This movie tries to be, like I said, Tarantino, because it tries to do the dialogue thing with the Tarantino. They even try to have a moment in the scene that I go, this is so juvenile wannabe Tarantino, that they try to inform, like the kid from Workaholics is one of their friends, and they have a whole scene about why he should be able to say the word nigga to them, and they shouldn't be offended.
Blake Anderson, right?
Right. And he's cool. He's fine.
Funny.
You know, he's a really I love him. I love that show. And he was good in this too. But like, it's just these kind of moments are so Tarantino-esque that like, and that have nothing to do with the story itself, but they take up so much fragment of time in the story that it fills up screen time. I was looking at my watch for like 4 or 5 times throughout
and I think
movie.
The film just really didn't know how to end.
Hell no, it did not know how to end.
It gave us like 3 different endings. It then becomes preachy.
It tries to talk to me like some Spike Lee movie.
I didn't even know, exactly. I didn't even know we were in a Spike Lee joint.
Yeah. I did not want a Spike Lee joint.
Give me a little heads up when we're in a Spike Lee joint.
Because
I know when I'm in a Spike Lee joint. And in one scene, we're in a Spike Lee joint.
It didn't work in so many levels. It just didn't work, and a lot of people are gonna say, "Oh, this movie's so cool because you know what? Like, it's fresh. It's he's bringing tell me this. How is this dude going to be a '90s geek? Because you could say we're hip hop heads. Yeah, we're hip hop heads here, and you know we're very into the '90s. You know, like I don't want to say '90s geeks. You know what I mean? But, you know, we
love and in this film, this is great soundtrack. We love
the soundtrack is phenomenal. Mm-hmm. I mean, half the songs are taken from the Whackness soundtrack, and that's fine. I mean, you know, they're great songs. And tell me this, if this dude is so much of a hip-hop geek, like, there's a moment when, like, A$AP Rocky hits him up like, hey, how come you always on your 90s shit? Like, what's going on? Yeah. And he gets it all wrong. He's saying the 90s... He gives, like, an analogy of, like, the 90s were the best because we had this. I forgot what was the first reference. And then we also had the blueprint. And like, A$AP Rocky is... calling him out on it. Like, you know what?
You know what's crazy is that his attire almost looks late 80s hip-hop.
Right.
If you really want to
it's got it all exactly. He's looking like Fresh Prince.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I think I don't really think that his hair, the like the top, whatever, the Kid and Play. Yeah. I don't think it was supposed to be like a riff on Fresh Prince. I think it was a riff on, like, say, Morris Chestnut and Cuba Gooding Jr. in Boys in the Hood.
Okay.
Because they had that same style.
Yeah.
You know, like, this movie's just straight up copying all these other hood movies. Mm-hmm. You know, like, you got the girl played by Zoe Kravitz is practically like the Nia Long character in Boys in the Hood, Brandy. And, you know, she, like, in Boys in the Hood, they want to get up out of the hood. And this one, they want to get up out of, like, they want to go to school.
They want to go to Harvard.
They want to go, well, some more than others, you know, but yeah, let me put it to you this way, because I thought about this. This movie, you could even say, is a remake to The Wood, right? Now,
much violent
yeah, like a remake, but you know, just like,
because you know
like
what,
the new generation,
when you say
everything
false
is
advertisement. It's because you say you didn't like it was a big disappointment to you. It's not dope, basically. Yeah. It's not dope like everybody say. Oh, this movie's dope. Go watch it.
Some homie of mine was like saying like this movie's gonna be nothing better, like nothing less than dope, and I was like, nah, this is fucking not dope, man.
Well,
like,
again, going back to false advertising, because this film from the trailer gives off almost like a lighthearted look at you know, of the hood, but then it also gives you
of life of a hip hop geek, right? Like, and that's what I thought it was gonna be like, but you know, what are you gonna do? Now, this movie, like, let's go back. The Wood, the main character, who I forgot, young Omar Epps, kind of looks like the kid from Dope, doesn't he? Right?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Now he's from out of town, and he moves to Inglewood. Now these movies are both an introduction, if you will, to Inglewood, California.
Yeah.
Right? Another, second reference to the Wood.
Yeah.
The third reference to the Wood. The kid from the Wood, he's in out of town, right? So when he comes down, he feels out of place. Just like the hip hop geek feels out of place in this school. Just, another reference of how, like, how it's, I'm telling you that this movie, at its core values, is the same fucking movie. Okay. Like, he's got these two friends that, one's more annoying than the other, and they both want pussy. Just the fact that you change them from two black dudes to a lesbian and a, Hispanic, that doesn't change anything, because they're the same characters. They, like, it's a lesbian chick and a
heterosexual.
Yeah, whatever, the Guatemalan kid.
Whatever.
But it's the same shit. They're just trying to get pussy all the time, left and right. Like, just like the kids in the Wood.
Yeah.
They mess with gangsters, kind of like Stacy. Like, in this one,
it was Kevin Stanfield. He was a blood that always takes sneakers. He's a sneakerhead.
Yeah. You see what I'm saying? It's all the same thing. Like, a lot of people say this movie's a fresh perspective. It really isn't. It's the same shit. Yeah. It's the same shit, but since this isn't 2000, this is 2015, so everything has to be turned up to 11. So, instead of just doing drugs, you got to do Molly. It's not Molly anymore. It's something even crazier. It's called Lily. Like, it's crazy. Like, everything's over the top. The editing's over the top. He tries to do techniques about, like, past, present, like, oh, I flipped this, and I did this. Like, okay, it's not as clever as the movie thinks it is. And I think the only good thing about the movie is, I found the performances quite believable, quite captivating.
Yeah.
Like, I actually enjoyed it. I would have preferred a movie about just them hanging out.
Yeah.
Like,
instead of getting this, like, heist drug
out of nowhere
film.
From hacking to trying to use Bitcoin to sell drugs.
Yeah.
Then why couldn't like, and there are things that just don't make any sense. Like, why they throw a party.
His admissions counselor is, like, basically sending him out to steal his drugs.
Like, the dude that's supposed to let him into Harvard happens to be the drug lord. Like, really? And then out of nowhere, like I said, this party, they throw a party to try to find a way to get customers to get rid of the drugs. Why don't you just get rid of the drugs right there?
Yeah.
You had the opportunity. Right. White people are rich.
Yeah.
They got money.
Done that night.
Yeah. What's the problem here? But like I said.
I mean, this film has, like I said, like,
the Zoe Kravitz character, I forgot her name already, but so unnecessary. Like, she was fine in it, and I liked her, but
she was fine in it.
Now, that was the first time I ever thought Zoe Kravitz was, like, banging.
She was looking good.
Yeah.
She was looking good.
She was, I have to say. No, but who plays the lesbian sidekick? She was a cutie too. I was, for some
Kiersey
reason.
Clemens.
Ooh.
As Diggy.
That's okay. I liked her.
Yeah, she was cute.
I liked her too. I was like, we need.
But yeah, I know what you're saying. Like, this film is being praised and something new to the genre. We've seen this before. This kid wants to get out of the hood. Basically, wants to go to college.
Yeah.
Single mom played by Kimberly Elise.
She's
hardly in it.
Tell me, like, there's all these characters that
there's so many characters, like, too much characters.
And there's
I didn't even know Rick Fox plays a councilman.
Yeah.
Like, he's in one scene.
I thought he was the principal.
I thought he was the principal too, but it's Councilman Blackmon.
Oh my gosh. Blackmon?
Yeah. I can't make this up. This is what it is.
Oh my. You see what I'm saying? And a lot of other movies have done this so much better. Now,
Forrest Whitaker as the narrator. Can you give him?
Yeah,
can you give up to Forrest Whitaker?
I'll give up to Forrest Whitaker. No, I'll give it up to Forrest Whitaker for producing the movie because I'm sure he'll get some money back, like in Blu-ray sales and whatnot. Wait, yes it is. Yes it is. It's a huge.
To me, it was just majorly disappointing because to me, I was really looking.
What's the point of the narration? Because he's not the kid narrating it. You know, like as an older person, and then out of nowhere, halfway through the movie, the narration's gone. So you know, like what was the point of the narration?
Breaks the third wall.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So was he the narrator?
See, I don't know. You bring up a good point.
You see, like, there's so many things that just don't make no fucking sense in this movie. And just because everything looks hip and looks cool, and oh my god, look, they old school hip hop. You ain't gonna fool me, man. Just because you got a VHS saying "Yo MTV Raps" don't mean shit to me. Like,
he got the cassette of NWA and the Posse though.
I don't give a fuck. Like, I don't
Props,
give a.
Though.
You put
Props.
that
like
shit
almost,
on the.
That's probably like really, really, really rare though. I just want to give that up.
Man, whatever. Like,
I'm too much of a fan.
I'm just saying, man. Like, this movie, it's such a missed opportunity.
Because really
let me tell you, like, a lot of people, like, my standards and expectations weren't all that high.
Okay.
They weren't all that high. So I thought I was being okay. I'm gonna be fair. I'm gonna let this movie be whatever. You know, like, this director's only got one movie that I like, so I'm gonna just expect at least something like The Wood.
Talk to Me though, that was a good one.
Yeah, that's all right.
Yeah,
that's good. Forgettable, but good. You know, like, it's just
disappointing, huh?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, no, I totally agree with you. Like,
and
this film,
you know what? You were asking me last night, like, The Wood or this one. And I have to go with neither because they both fucking suck. Like,
liar, you don't what?
I'm just saying. No, because like The Wood, a lot of people like let it go because.
Heart, though. Like, to me.
Oh yeah, but like a lot of heart, but it's so phony from the get go. To me, it doesn't seem real at all. You know, like these kids with these wigs and you know it just. And their actions and this kid, I don't buy it. You know, now I'm not saying that the movie is like let me rephrase this. The Wood to me is not like a terrible movie. It's just not special to me. A lot of people like when they go, oh my god, I love The Wood because you know what, it's a hood classic because I came up like that. You know, like I got the homies and blah blah blah. That's cool. That's cute. You know, that's very nice.
It's
good
very
for
nostalgic.
You. Yeah, man, nostalgic for who? For you? Like I'm, you know.
I mean, it's not.
Young.
It's not my age range.
You know, exactly. We young. This, you know, but
for its audience, it's nostalgic. How about that?
Sure,
for its core audience,
sure. Yeah, I can accept that.
This is our version of The Wood. This film.
Dope. Yeah, you could say that, and it's even shitty. And you know what? I have to say, this one is shittier because it tries to do so many other things.
It gives you everything but the kitchen sink. It throws out so much plot points and subplots and characters that really aren't needed.
Yeah. And I don't, you know, like, I don't see what the big deal is about changing things up for the hood movies. Like, the whole point of a hood movie being good is that it's being honest. You know, like, Boys in the Hood, you know, it's just an honest portrayal of boys in the hood. You know, like Menace to Society. It's gritty, but it's honest. You know, like, we don't need all this other poser shit, fake bullshit. Like, you know, I even prefer the whackness over this. Like, the whackness is a great... No, but because I don't consider that to be a hood movie.
Oh, yeah.
No, you know, like, it's just in this... Like, yeah. So I don't consider that to be a hood movie. He just happens to be selling weed and loves hip hop. Yeah, but like that movie, it seems like more of a hood movie than more this realistic. One. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. There are so many things in here that I go like, wow, I can't believe you just gonna think that it just slides like that. Right. You know. Let me just go down to my rating with this. I'm gonna give it.
It sounds like you're like just done with this film.
Yeah, like, because I am. Because
the rating. Let's be
now,
honest. The honesty is right here.
And I'm gonna be real honest.
Drop some knowledge.
The soundtrack gives it 0.5 star.
Oh.
And the performances give it 1 star. Ooh. That's it. 1.5 star out of 5. And you're lucky you're getting this kind of love because everything else in this movie is utter shit. Like you can't when you got a character that claims to be a 90s geek, but he gets all his information wrong, you know, and he doesn't even know how to justify how he's a 90s geek. Like you're already messing up in character. And then like the story just doesn't work at all. And it just like lame attempt to fool me in thinking that this is cool when it's not. It's just lame. It's boring. It's dull and it's long. I was like yawning and looking at my watch, going shit. Just
how long is this film?
It's fucking
503 minutes.
Felt like fucking like I watched the Hobbit trilogy. I felt like I watched the damn Hobbit trilogy back to back. That's how I felt.
If it was edited down to let's say 87 minutes, which could be short film for a
cut out the prom, you know what, like even though it's not one of the worst things, but there's no other way around it. The only thing I would have cut that would make sense is Zoe Kravitz's parts, because those are the most.
You almost forget that she's in it at one point. Like, oh,
because like it does nothing to the story
to further this.
Yeah, it does nothing. Even though, but what's sad about that is that her parts are the best parts in the film.
Oh, she gives it up.
Like those, like her one-on-one moments with Shameik Moore are huge highlights in the film. Oh yeah. But since they do nothing to further the story, like you said, like that's the only thing that would make sense to me to cut it out. You know, like
because if you're highlighting it but not really using it, why is it there?
Yeah. Oh, and I also think that this movie was just a ploy to like promote the fact that these kids are like connected in some way. Some of these kid actors, like I said, this one of the kids is Diddy's adopted son.
Oh yeah.
Or you know, like you got A$AP Rocky, you got Vince Staples. It's almost like to put him on the map. You know, like I know Tiger I was like Tiger, like you know, as soon as it said Revolt Films, I was like, oh shit. This is gonna be just a promo.
And you know what's sad too? Because I feel like this is Pharrell's baby. You know, like
is it? Just because it has his music doesn't mean it's his baby.
Can't bring me down.
Oh, what was that?
Song that you just reminded us of something we was writing.
Let's get to it.
What you mean?
Let's record.
Let's record what?
The song. Quit fucking around. Let's come on.
I'm eating good. Can't bring me down. Can't bring me down. Can't bring me down. I'm in a good mood. Can't bring me down. Can't bring me down.
I mean, a lot of
the Despicable Me 2 soundtrack is his baby. Like
a lot of the music is basically
NERD music. Yeah.
No, but what influences Pharrell as a producer?
True.
You heard Scenario. You heard different, you know, Busta Rhymes, Ooh-Ha. You know, you heard like the, you know, just the basic golden era of hip hop.
True.
And as you said, the kids are in a punk band and they sound like NERD.
Yeah, but you see, that's another plot point that makes no adds nothing. Yeah, like adds nothing to the film. Mm-hmm. Like it adds nothing to their character. It's almost like, well,
we just want to edit it in there.
Yeah. It's weak. Weak.
I'm gonna give it my rating.
Go ahead.
Because I was gonna decipher if giving it 2 stars or 2.5.
Oof. so generous around it. That's that Father's Day spirit where you just want to give it, and you give it.
And thinking about the film and reflecting on it, to be honest, I really wanted to like this film so much so that it subsedes. It's like, please like me, and I'm like, I'm trying to, but you're making it hard for me.
Fuck it. Fuck that.
But like I said, off the strength of the main character, who was well written. I mean, if anybody else was not well written, his character was, and I think he's an actor that we should be looking forward to. Shameik Moore. I thought his character alone.
I won't be able to see him without the haircut the same way. Like I'm just like that's not Shameik Moore to me. That's I don't know who the fuck you is.
But based off his true honesty, and I really do like. At one point, you even turned to me and was like, "I wonder if he really talks like that." Especially in that scene when he's in the car with Zoe Kravitz.
Mm-hmm.
He's just pure like, honest to goodness. You know.
Yeah, that's one thing.
Just naive. Just kind of like like.
That's one thing that I give this movie. You know? That's one thing that I give this movie over The Wood. Way better acting. Mm-hmm. Way better acting and way better performances from the young actors.
Yes.
Than in The Wood, because The Wood's young actors were, to me, felt completely unprofessional. Mm-hmm. Like they did not know what they were doing.
Yeah.
You know, like in this one, great. Just like I said, they got 1 star for me just off the performances alone.
Well, it's Father's Day. I was gonna give it 2, but I'm gonna give it 2.5.
2.5. Shit, man.
And that's just me being nice. I think because honestly, I really was looking forward to it. You know, the hype. You know, the Sundance. You know, great.
Mm-hmm.
Positive feedback that we were hearing about it.
A lot of expectations. You know.
It just being something that I thought I was really gonna enjoy and love, and I just was just like, meh.
It was definitely one of our most anticipated movies of the year.
And it really falls flat. And it was to some extent a big disappointment.
Can't wait. I cannot wait for Straight Outta Compton to come out.
Ooh.
I cannot wait.
Okay, you know what? When we watch Straight Outta Compton, this dope will be the staple of it. Okay, you should be like,
no.
Is it Straight Outta Compton? I'm gonna tell you one thing. You probably 9 times out of 10 you can be like, all right, I'll give it up Straight Outta Compton.
No. I'm gonna even do something better. I'm gonna give it so much of a favor for Straight Outta Compton. I'm gonna put it in the standard of the Notorious movie and the Get Rich or Die Trying movie. That's like I'm doing you a favor. Okay. Like,
wait, are you talking about Dope or
Straight Outta Compton? Dope is dead in the water to me. Okay. I don't ever want to hear this fucking movie again. Like I don't, you know what I mean? Like, like if I catch it on HBO or something, like I
might watch it.
I might not even.
Keep it on and
then or wash my dishes. You know, like shit. You know,
background music because it was a dope soundtrack. If anything was dope in this film,
it was the soundtrack. Yeah, most definitely.
For most geeks, a bad day might be being the butt of jokes in class, but when you live in the bottoms, a bad day might be.
Oh shit!